What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. So hey, I've been thinking about my garden lately, and I am calling this season my growth, patience, and grace season. Okay, it's the fall season in the garden, and hey, I got new stuff growing, but you got to be a little patient with it because it's gonna grow a little slower than what you did in the summer. But I got to have grace. Grace for the garden, grace for myself, slow down a little bit, take my time. Y'all, I did just that on Saturday. Man, it was a beautiful day out here. And I spent about 5 hours out here in the garden, just piddling around, doing little things, not nothing major. And man, it was such a blessing for my heart. So anyway, let's get into this garden tour. All right, we just got a little light rain coming through, so if I have to stop, I'll stop and then I'll come back out. But anyway, I wanted to show y'all the berries that I got from Hoss, and I wanted to show y'all the African blue basil. Okay, so it's doing great. I also took some cuttings. Let's see if we can get in there. Y'all see that? Here, hold on. All right, y'all see them roots starting right there? That's what I'm talking about. So what I did was I just put them in some water, and you can see those roots starting to form. And then this one right here didn't get any roots on it, so I don't know if it's going to or not, but I'm gonna leave it in there. And then I propagated these right here as well. I haven't checked them yet to see if, you tug them on them a little bit to see if any roots have formed. But I'll do that probably later, another few weeks or so. But anyway, I had to show y'all this. So I had some of the blueberries that did not, let me see if I can get that in focus, did not do so well. See, that one right there almost gone. That one right there too. Now this one was all brown, but it's starting to green back up a little bit. You see them little green spots in there? So what I had to do, now these right here look great. All these over here look great. What I had to do, and somebody mentioned it in a video, and I did a little research on it. I had to add some soil acidifier. Only 1 tablespoon is what I added to each of these pots, and it seems to be making a difference. The Pro Mix that I used in here is not acidic enough. So the Pro Mix is slightly acidic, but still not acidic enough for these. So I had actually 4 of them that looked like that right there. One of them completely died, and I just got rid of it. That one's probably dead. But I see that this one's coming back a little bit, so I'm going to leave this one to see how it does. Over here, now all of these did great. I still added a little bit of soil acidifier to them. These are the blackberries. This one right here, for some reason, did not do well. I think it's gone. But we shall see. But the rest of them look amazing. All of these did amazing. I still added a little bit of soil acidifier to them because they were starting to turn a little yellow. But since I added that soil acidifier to them, they have started greening up and looking good. And for the blackberries, these probably looked the worst of them all. Now, what I did notice is that this blackberry right here is a non-trailing type. Upright canes is what it says, about them. So these right here don't necessarily need trellising. You can trellis them, but you don't have to. These are vining type right here, okay? The 2 vining type looked way better than the non-vining type, okay? But since I added that soil acidifier, see if I can get, there you go. So you see that right there? I got a lot of green. All of this died, and I thought it was a goner, but I'm getting a lot of new green growth since I added that soil acidifier, okay? So I think that these right here will do well also. I feel like I caught it in time. Thank you to the person who left that comment about the pH, because I knew that they needed a lower pH. However, I didn't take that into consideration with them being, in pots before putting them in the ground. I'm thinking just in ground, and I don't know why I was thinking that way. So anyway, I think we saved everything. So if you're growing blueberries or blackberries, make sure to either use some soil that is low pH, because they do sell it, or grab you some of this soil acidifier. And for a 4-inch pot, all you need is 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon for each pot, okay? And it should do the job. So just keep an eye on it. If you start to notice yellowing and whatnot again, then you may need to add it again. But from what I understand, that should last like a long time, that 1 tablespoon. So anyway, that's the beginning of the tour. Let's get to the main garden. All right, so we're going through my new trellis here. Got my Peggy Martins over here. I got one over here and one over on the other side. But I think that they're looking really, really good. Getting a lot of new growth coming on the tips of these. So a lot of y'all don't know. So, hey, there's all different aspects of gardening, or all different phases and steps of gardening. And for everybody, they have their favorite portion. So let's say some people like seed starting. Some people like transplanting. Some people enjoy the harvest, and I mean, you can enjoy all of those things, but most people have like one part of gardening that they enjoy more than any other part. And mine is, after I transplant something, once I see that it has gotten over the transplant shock and I got some new growth coming up, that lets me know that it's grabbed hold to that new soil, and it's working. And to me, it seems like all the whole culmination of the whole process has worked, and now I'm handing it over to nature, and I'm saying, nature, hey, you got the wheel. And nature normally doesn't let you down too much, So once you get through that spot, once you get finished transplanting, and the plants have taken over, and they start to regrow, oh man, like, to me, I think, hey, I've done my part. Yeah, I still got some work to do, but I think I've done the hardest part. And then the rest of it is, hey, make sure I keep some water on them, and maybe keep some nutrients to them, and then harvest when the time is ready. So I think the hard part is over at that point. But anyway, let's get back to this garden. All right, so we're at the table right now. As you can see, most of it's cleared out because we did that transplanting the other day. I got some lettuce right here that I need to transplant out. I'm on the fence of where I want to put it at. I'm trying to figure that out right now, but hopefully by the next video I will figure that out. Onions are looking good. So these onions are at the point right now that I need to trim them, okay? So I'm gonna trim them. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna trim them in this video right here. All right, I got my little snips, and I'm gonna come through here, and I'm gonna trim off, that's about half of it. I'm gonna trim them all just like that. Don't be afraid to trim them off. Now what this is doing is this is going to send energy down to that bulb, because you want it to bulb just a little bit before you put these in the ground. Also, you see me throwing the tops out there. You don't want to just cut it and let the tops fall down, because they get mushy and it don't look good, and I just don't like to leave the tops. But yep, I just come through here, snip them all. What else this is gonna do is just gonna strengthen them up, because if you notice, like, they're laying over some of them. This is gonna strengthen them up so they stand upright. Just gonna make a stronger, healthier plant. All right. So that one's no good. But that's nice right there. Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing with these right here. I'm probably gonna do that off camera. I would normally like these to grow a little bit taller before I do it, but I'm gonna go ahead and do these. It's gonna be quite fine, just like that. But I'm gonna finish those up off camera. Like you saw over here, I cut off a little less than half, maybe close to half on these right here. And we will revisit those in a future video to show you how well they're doing. We still got another month before these are gonna get transplanted out. Most of this stuff over here is just extra leftover stuff that I'm not gonna transplant, except for right here. I got some celery started, so I'm gonna let these grow for quite a while, probably be another month, 4 weeks or so before I put those out in the garden. Let's head over this way. All right, so over here I have my turmeric, which this is my first year growing turmeric. We should be harvesting it soon, I think. I think either the end of October or the beginning of November is when I'll be harvesting the turmeric. Same with my ginger. First time growing ginger. I got another ginger plant right over there. Yeah, I'm excited to see what these roots look like, you know? Because what I don't want is I got all of this lush growth up here, and then to have me this little old root, you know, that's like, man, that didn't produce anything. We will see about that, but that's really what I have going on over here. I got some bee balm. My bee balm never bloomed, so I don't know what's up with the bee balm. I'm gonna look into that a little bit more and see if I need to just let this go, or if I need to pull it up and start over again next year. So we'll see about that. But yeah, it's looking good. I got some trees over here. Let me show you the trees. I don't never show y'all the trees. Okay, so I got trees over here. This is a pecan tree. This is a persimmon tree. This is a persimmon tree. Persimmon. Pecan. It's pecan and a pecan, or pecan, or pecan, or however y'all say it. I say pecan because that's just how I say it. But these right here were grown from the squirrels had dug and buried some pecans in the ground. Well, they grew little trees, and I dug them up and I planted them. And so hopefully I'll have some of those here soon. And then these right here, I can't remember where I bought these from. I'm just hoping that, you know, I can get these 4 right here to live and survive and get them to where I can plant them in the ground. So these are my shishito peppers, and I'm finally starting to get a pepper on that. Look at that. These will be my first shishito peppers. So thank you to Asia from Yellow Door Urban Homestead, because she's been growing them, and I've been a little envious. So I decided to grow some. My plants didn't amount to much. I definitely started them way, way, way late, but hey, I might get me a couple peppers off of there. These peppers right here aren't looking too great. I got my cayennes up here. I need to go ahead and pick those. This is a jalapeno over here. I'm not sure what this is, but it ain't amounting to nothing, so I'm gonna have to get those up out of there. But anyway, I don't never show this area right here too much, and because there's not really much going on over here. But there you go. Let's go check out some collards. So right here next to my first collard row is some marigolds. Oh, let me go ahead and show you down here. So this is my thyme. That's my oregano. And that right there is my rosemary. So I got my little herbs at the end of these rows. And then right here, I got some Alabama blue collards. This is my first year growing them. For some reason, this one right here is a little stunted. I don't know why. Most of them are this size, as you can see. But hey, it's gonna grow, and we're gonna eat it. And then over here, so these two rows are collards as well. This one right here is top bunch. So this is top bunch collard. Same thing, got one little runt here in the middle. Don't know what's up with that. And then I still got my Tabasco pepper plant right here. I think it's about to go. I think I'm about to get rid of it. I'm gonna have to taste some of these that haven't changed colors to see if they got any heat to them. If they got heat to them, I'll go ahead and take them, you know. I might do that on another video. And then there's another collard right over there. And then the ones that's doing the best so far are these Top Chop. So Top Chop I have grown before, and I was very, very, very impressed by them. And so it's good to see that they are still performing well. See, I got to get this pepper up because it's impeding over here. I also have a pepper right here. It's a jalapeno that I need to harvest. Look at them things. Googly moogly. Look at that. Look at them things. Man, see, that's why I couldn't dig it up before. Look at them things. Man. But it's about had its day. I don't think it's going to produce anymore. So I'm going to harvest those and get that plant out of here to free up some space right here. Let's check out these onions. So I showed y'all these the other day. I got that row in the middle that's looking pretty decent. Still not as good as those on the table. I got this little part of a row over here. Those are some red onions over there. But they didn't produce nothing down this way. And then I got this row that got overtaken by this butterfly flower thingy. I'll put the name up on the screen. But yeah, I didn't get too many onions over here. So, but hey, I'm gonna let them keep growing. And if they grow and they bulb a little bit, I can still transplant them like I was planning on doing. Because these aren't meant to stay right here. They're meant to be just grown out right here and then retransplanted into their final resting place. Now over here, we got our other entranceway. Miss Peggy is guarding this entrance. So I got Miss Peggy over there and Miss Peggy over here. The trailer's in my way a little bit. I had to get some soil the other day. That's why my trailer's here. But I like this, you know, nice entrance on the side right here. I'm planning on putting a fence over there and along that side over there as well. But I think this is going to be a cool little entranceway. These are beets. I got Merlin, Touchstone Gold, and Chiagio. Chiagio. Yeah. Chiagia. I keep saying Chiagio, but it's Chiagia with an A at the end. Um, I don't know if these gonna make or not because I'm putting strawberries in here. So what I might do is where I plant strawberries. So I'm gonna put strawberry here on the end. I may dig up like this cluster and then let another group grow, you know, that kind of thing. But this has always been meant to be my strawberry bed. I just planted these in here just to see if I could grow them out before my strawberries got here. I was planning on getting my strawberries probably at the end of October. So I was hoping that I had enough time, but it looks like my strawberries are going to be here a little bit earlier. So these may not make it, and that's okay because I got to put my strawberries in here. I got my strawberry bed that I'm going to leave. So this one I'm leaving. This one I already cleared out. I got some strawberry mess over here. I already amended this one, okay? And so I've done everything I need to do to this one. I'm just waiting for strawberry. I may top this off with a little bit of topsoil, just regular topsoil, and then plant my strawberries in here. There's my rabbit manure that I was using to amend this with, and I also already put some complete organic fertilizer from Hoss in there so that it can break down. I missed telling y'all that up here too. So I already put my complete organic into this raised bed as well. It's ready for planting. So it's been amended. I took y'all with me when I amended it. And now I've already put the complete organic in there. So that should break down and be perfect timing for when I get my strawberries. Also, if you're looking to get one of these raised beds like this, I got my link below to Vego. I think they have these on sale right now. So check them out. And I have a $10 discount for these as well. So, well, actually for any Vego products, it's a $10 discount. And that's another Vego elevated raised bed. I love them because you don't have to bend down to work in them, you know. This one and that one right there, you don't have to bend down like these right here, you know. Like, you know, hey, we not getting younger. So we got to do what we got to do. I also cleared out this one the other day, and I'm putting strawberries in here. So this one has already been amended, but this one's a little bit different, okay? For this one right here, I put a little bit of rabbit manure in there, but I also put some compost that I made in here. This is compost from the leaves that I collected last year, or was it last? Yeah, last year I collected them, and I composted them down, and I put some of that in here. So I want to see how this bed right here does with strawberries with that compost. I think that's going to be pretty interesting. And real quick, so this is the compost that I was talking about that I put in that one strawberry bed. And you can still see there's some leaves in there, but it's broken down pretty well. So I'm looking forward to seeing how well that does in that strawberry bed. There's my little direction sign. So every part of the direction sign means something special to me. So obviously Salty Dawg Homestead. This is where I was born. This was my first duty station in the military when I was in the Marine Corps. This was my first overseas duty station, and that was in the Army. And this is where I retired from the Army at. So, and yeah, this is home. This is home, baby. This is home. So, so I like my little sign right there. I need to touch it up a little bit, but I think we're done with this side of the garden. I think it's looking good, but let's go to the back side real quick. All right, so this side over here is the side that I just transplanted. They haven't taken hold yet. I use the term taken hold. I don't know what other people use for it, but you know, that after transplanting thing that I was talking about at the beginning of the video. They haven't quite taken hold yet, but you know, hey, that's just how it is. I mean, they will, and they will do well. I'm confident of that. Just kind of reminds you that, hey, it doesn't happen overnight. Growth does not happen overnight. Same in your personal life. Growth does not happen overnight. It takes time. It takes showing up. It takes doing what you're supposed to do. So, yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier about, hey, having patience, showing some grace. But I think they're looking good. Somebody asked me if I have issues with critters eating my plants, and I really don't. There's a couple rabbits around here, but they kind of stay away from my garden. They kind of just hang out back there. So I don't know why they don't come up here, but hey, I'm glad that they don't. What's up? What's up? Look at them. The motley crew. Look at the motley crew. What y'all doing? I noticed y'all ain't been squawking over there. Y'all actually gonna let me shoot a video without y'all squawking. That's what I'm talking about. But, oh, I almost missed it. So this is my wall of beans. For those who don't know, pretty much these beans, I'm just growing them to let them go ahead and dry out, and then I will put these up on my website for sale. I don't know how soon that's going to happen, but it's in the works. But while I'm over here, I did have a question. So I got a bunch of these, I call them butter beans. Some people may call them lima beans or whatnot. And they got a little, like, you know what I'm saying, like you can feel it right there. You can feel it. Let me just get this one. Like you can feel it, one there, and one there. So when y'all harvest these, y'all would normally harvest them, I think, at this stage right here for eating. But I'm letting them dry all the way out. I mean, I got a ton of them on here. I'm letting them dry all the way out, and it's like this one right here is getting dry. And then I'm just saving the seeds. So that's what this whole wall right here is for. There's not all that same kind. We got some different kinds up here. And I think there's another type back here as well. It's a Crowder pea or something like that. But that's what that wall is. Over here, let's check out this bed right here. So I got some more turmeric over here. I really doubled down on the turmeric. I had somebody send me some, and then I bought some from Lazy Dog Farms. Y'all have heard me talk about him before for fertilizer. And so he also sells seeds and other stuff as well, but I got some turmeric from him, and this turmeric right here is not from him. This is from somebody who sent me some, and it's doing well. The ones down here did not do as well, but hey, they grew something, so we'll see what they did. Got my toothache plant over here I gotta get up. It's also called lemon drop, I think it's called. And then I got my stevia over here that I gotta get up. I've already harvested all the stevia that I'm gonna keep. And I was gonna let this go to seed. As you can see, it's trying to go to seed. So I've never harvested stevia seeds before, so I'm just messing around with it, but I may just go ahead and pull those out. Oh, and right here is gonna be either onions or garlic. I gotta clear this bed out, top it back off, amend it. Same with this bed. This is where the sweet potatoes were. I already cleared it for the most part, but I gotta come in here and get any little straggler sweet potato, because you know they'll keep growing, you know. So I gotta come in here and clear all those out, and then top this bed off. And this is either gonna be onions or garlic as well. And then I got some more beans back there that I'm just drying out. Like this one right here is ready for me to pull off. I guess this is when you would normally harvest that one. And I got some more dried ones back there. And so these are going on the website as well. Just give me a little while with those. And yeah, I've been looking for Arnold, but I cannot find them. Oh, I never told y'all. So, so since he liked to lift weights, I was gonna call him Arnold, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Get to the chopper. but I can't find him. But then some people told me that it was a female spider, so I couldn't come up with a good name for a female spider, so I don't know. I like Arnold though. I thought that was gonna be pretty cool. So back here, I got my birdhouse gourds. I mean, good googly moogly. So basically, this is 2 plants, 1 birdhouse gourd and 1 Seminole pumpkin. And as you can see, they took over. But I don't think I'm gonna get any Seminole pumpkins. I should get plenty of birdhouse gourds. At last count, I had 11 or 12. And so I'm gonna let those dry out. I'm just gonna let them dry here on the vine. And then apparently once they dry out and you can hear the seeds rattling on the inside, that's when you know that they are ready to harvest and be used as crafts or whatever. So I'm gonna use them as actual bird houses. So I will take y'all with me when I do that project. All right, well, this is one of the beds that I cleared out the other day. Either onions or garlic is going in here. Probably garlic is gonna go over here, and I'll do onions and onions. I'll keep the onions with each other, and I'll put the garlic. I only need 1 bed of garlic, and I will need 2 beds of onions. So over here on this little end down here, I'm probably gonna put the leftover garlic that doesn't fit in here. I got my asparagus down here, letting it all die back to this brown like this right here. See, you still got green in there. Once it's brown like this right here, I'll go ahead and trim this whole bed down, all the way down to the ground, and then I'll mulch it real good and let it go over the winter. And then come spring, it's gonna pop right back up through that mulch, and hopefully it spread it a little bit, and we're gonna have, I should be able to harvest some spears next spring. I totally forgot about this spot up here. This is up here with my beans. I planted some super sugar snap peas down here, and they're doing pretty good. I don't know how well they're gonna do. This is the first time I planted them technically in the fall. So hopefully I get a few of them though, and just be able to snack on them here in the garden. Obviously not looking to can up nothing. This spring, I'm gonna do a whole row of these though, and I'm gonna pack them in here, because I want to be able to actually, keep some of them, can up some if I have to or whatever. and or freeze them or whatever I got to do with them. And that is some more turmeric. I'm telling y'all, I went all in on the turmeric this year. So that's some more. They didn't amount to much, but hey, there's still some root down in there that I can use next year. This is a strawberry that I actually pulled from over here. I still got to clean up this strawberry patch or row or whatever you want to call it. What I plan to do is just have one straight row straight down the middle, and everything else has got to go because it gets too messy, too jumbled up. Plus, I'm gonna have strawberries here, here, there, over there, up there, and over there. So we're gonna have some strawberries. But hey, all in all, I think the garden is looking great. What y'all think? I think it's looking good. All right, y'all. Well, that is the garden. Man, I am pumped. I love y'all. This is probably because I've narrowed down my fall garden. This is probably the best that my fall garden has ever looked and the best that it has ever felt. I think that video a few videos back about being intentional about gardening was so spot on. If you haven't seen that video, go back and watch it. I'll try to link it below. But yeah, just, narrowing my focus down and not trying to grow, because my mindset was grow for the community, and that's good and that's great. At a certain point, you got to take care of yourself. You got to make sure that you're good so you can make sure that other people are good, okay? So, anyway, I'm really, really, really loving the garden. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. I know I had a few people ask me about my health. I don't really talk about my physical health very much on here, but I will because I think that some people have kind of been concerned. And I want to set the record straight and let everybody know that I'm okay. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. I meet with my doctor all the time, and we just had blood work done because I have been very fatigued and whatnot lately, more so than normal. That can't be attributed to anything that I could think of. We kind of found something that it could be. Vitamin D was quite low, which can make you pretty fatigued, muscle weakness, muscle soreness, that kind of thing. So that's kind of what I've been feeling. And with the added vitamin D that I guess they're going to prescribe and whatnot, it doesn't fix itself overnight. Patience. But yeah, it'll pass. It's not anything life-threatening or nothing like that. Definitely the lack of energy has affected me a little bit, but like I said, I try not to get into all that here on the videos. But since more than a couple people mentioned it, I figured I would address that. So yeah, your boy's doing good. A1C is amazing, by the way. Blood pressure is amazing. Cholesterol is amazing. So you know what I'm saying? We got the big major ones, and they are all amazing. So just need to take care of that vitamin D deficiency, and it's not as easy as just going outside, so because I am outside quite a bit. But anyway, if you haven't got your strawberries yet, please get your strawberries so we can do our strawberry planting together. I noticed that some people have already purchased some strawberries, and I think it's going to be a great experience for us to go through this process that I've been going through with amending and getting my strawberries ready, getting my strawberry beds ready, and then planting the strawberries, going over the maintenance of the strawberries, and going over the winterization of strawberries. Now, down here in Georgia, I don't have to winterize mine too much. They are hardy down pretty low, but some of y'all up north may have to do some quite a bit of winterization. So even though I'm not an expert on the stuff up north, I will touch on some of that. And yeah, I'm really liking the strawberry series that we got going on. Also, this month for the Hoss Gardening Club is about garlic. So if you haven't gotten your garlic yet and you want to try out the horse. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the microphone. But if you if you want to try out some garlic and you want to try out the Hoss Gardening Club subscription box, go ahead and get it this month, okay? Get it this month. You'll see how it works. You can cancel at any time, but I will have that link up at the very top of my description so that so you see it. It's going to be the strawberries, and then right underneath the strawberries is going to be the Hoss Gardening Club. Also, I already got all my garlic, so y'all know what that means. I'm going to be giving away this month's Hoss Garden Club to somebody. Now, YouTube is funny about doing giveaways and stuff. So I'm not sure if I'm necessarily going to, I'll probably do it like how I did the last one, just in the community tab, you know, where I went in there and I kind of spelled out the rules, you know, and whatnot. But it won't be nothing like, watch this video, hit like, and hit subscribe, and all that stuff. It's not going to be all that, because YouTube is definitely funny about that kind of stuff. And your boy not trying to get his channel banned, you know? So what I'm going to do is, it's primarily going to be on Facebook and Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Facebook and Instagram, you need to, because that's where I put a lot of daily stuff. I do put a little bit on the community tab, but the majority of my stuff goes on Instagram and Facebook. So come on over, follow me over there, and that's where I'll be probably launching the giveaway. It probably won't be till maybe the beginning of next week when I launch it. But anyway, yeah, I'm about to get long-winded on this joker. Y'all know I like talking to you. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you liked the garden tour. Please hit that like button. Go ahead. Stop right now. Go ahead and do it. Okay. All right. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And yeah, go ahead and leave a comment for me and let me know what you liked about the garden and like what stood out to you the most. Was it my sign over here? Was it, you know, my strawberry areas, the new garden area back there? Or was it those birdhouse gourds back there? Or it could have been old Arnold. Get through the chopper. Oh my God. All right, I'll see you in the next video.